Hello everyone, welcome! It's another game update with some things and here and there to talk about too. So with pickups. This is the first Learning Company box PC game I ever found. And I remember one of the entries of this I played when I was in school. But I don't think it was this one. I believe it was a much more green fielded area, but the treasure series with math, I do remember one of these entries of this. Now, it didn't really have a lot in it. It does have a nice box display like a lot of other ones. And it is a... We'll look at that in a second here. It is a big floppy. Oh. I put that in the sleeve. Apparently it popped out. I'll have to make sure that's more secured in there. So, yeah, it's not really a tight sleeve, but yeah, it's on a nice big fat old floppy. It does have a few extra things here, just stuff to fill out, little cards send in. But it also has, maybe face that down so it doesn't pop out. It also has this little magazine, which I'm going to assume is advertisement, and it's in very good condition. Let's see, select the best educational software. See, we get an age warning here. Oh my, this is a very informal little panel here. And here we got some games here. The Treasure Mountain. I think that's the one I played, Treasure Mountain, out of this. It looks like it goes over each game here. Yeah, Treasure Math Storm, Treasure Mountain, and Treasure Cove. Yeah. If it's out of those three, it has to be Mountain because it had nothing to do with water. This is actually a nice little book here. It's always really nice to find stuff like this. Oh, I remember that character too. I've seen him in the game too. I don't know what the hell his game was called. I remember him. If I remember correctly, I think Pushing Up Roses did a video a few months ago about his game, if I remember correctly. I always like finding these little kind of booklets that advertise other games that you don't usually see them too often, obviously, because they're old. That one's in pretty good condition, to be honest. Pretty good condition. Kind of shocking. But very nice find, I have to say. The sleeve is a bit damaged on the edges, which is pretty normal. But to be honest, aside from that, it's in pretty decent condition, to be honest. Pretty nice. Was $1, by the way. They were doing a sale on all the CDs. I know this ain't a CD, but this... Well, it's a computer game, so I guess it depends on how much of an asshole you are about. And it's not like they give a shit. They don't know anything about video games to begin with anyway, so they're probably just happy to get rid of it either way. Another find, I found it at the same store. I don't know why the person had the bottom of it opened. It's a Adventure Game Company game. Wish it would just stay closed, but it's from the Adventure Company, and it seems to be another kind of mystery game. The graphics look pretty nice, assuming the imagery is actually from the game of that. I always find these once in a while on that, and the discs were in excellent condition, again, $1. I also picked up the Devil Survival 2 Record Breaker. I still need to get the 3DS version of the first game. I have the original DS version of it, and I was quite mad when they redid it for the 3DS because it was in it was in such a short time, at least to me. Now, as you can see, it's not even open yet, so haven't even got around to it. I've been actually leaving a lot of games sealed lately. Really actually kind of odd to me. Now, some other finds. These are all from the Goodwill. This was a really nice find. All sealed 5 games for portable devices, all sealed. They're all cheap, and they were doing 50% off all media at the Goodwill. So that means all this was 50% even cheaper. So the Uncharted Golden Abyss for the Vita, sealed, it was $4.99. So that got 50% off. This Smart Ass, I've seen this at GameStop multiple times. It's just a puzzle game. It was $3.99, half off. And I just got this for the hell of it. Hot Shots Golf World International, $3.99. Again, sealed, half off. So I got the half off of all those prices. That's awesome. Then, oddly enough, more expensive than the Vita games, SOCOM for the PSP and God of War for the PSP, and they were $6.99, but they're both sealed also, and I have no idea why these are more expensive than the newer games. I have no idea, but hey. They were all sealed, 50% off the price tags. How can you argue with that? Hell, and what's funny, they had like 5 copies of this, 3 copies of this, and 2 copies of this, and I was half tempted to just buy them all and maybe like be able to use them as trade bait or something, but I was just like, you know what? I can understand doing that for 1 or 2 games or something if you've seen one of that. But, you know, it's really selfish if I was to just take all of them, especially this. And just, because obviously this would be the more interesting game most people would probably be interested in. Yeah, I just decided, nah. I thought about maybe at least getting one, but it's like, nah. You know, it's a half day off. I'm sure the few Vita owners in my area would hopefully want to grab it. So I just left them, hopefully for other people to get a good deal out of. Now, at a local pawn shop, I got Dynasty Warriors for the PSP. Has all its stuff for that. It's okay condition. $3. Not bad. Now here's something. I forgot his name, but one guy did a video talking about some of the 3DS games that are becoming more desirable and slightly valuable in money, and he brought up that this game was starting to increase in price. And I was like, because I have seen this game multiple times at the pawn shop. You see, the store I used to go to moved into the pawn store in my area. And I don't know if I talked about that before. I'm pretty sure I did. Because I remember I liked talking about the little card thing they used to do where they punch it out for every $10 you spent. And you get $10 off anything in the store. And sadly, they moved into the pawn shop with all this stuff, and they don't really buy new games or anything anymore. So, at least they're still there for used games, though. So, but the stock they still had that was new is still over there, and I was lucky that this was a game I was considering buying with my 3DS XL instead of that other game. What was it? Shift something or that. Black and white weird puzzle game where you change the platforming with white and black. I can't remember what it was called. But I was also considering this being my first 3DS game. And they still had it for $15 brand new. Rhythm Thief. Apparently this is going up for about $50 now. So it was definitely a nice deal. Oh, I'll have to see it now. It was definitely a nice deal. It had all its stuff and it hadn't been used. But apparently it has went through a little damage on the bottom there. You might not be able to see it very well. I can't see it myself. There's a little nick of plastic missing in the corner. But I can just switch it out with one of the 3DS spare cases I got through dumpster diving. So it's not a problem. So, this was a game that looked interesting. It's supposed to be some kind of rhythm-based game. Where shock, it has rhythm in the title, and it's a rhythm-based game. Shocking. But it's supposedly going up in price. So if you see this somewhere for cheap and you're interested in it, you better get it. Because apparently it's starting to become kind of demandy in the higher price range. So I was happy to actually get my hands on that. Let's see. Some of the stuff I traded for spare stuff from dumpster diving. I found some old PC games. King's Quest has its full case and game. Sadly, the discs are all in slightly bad condition. I mainly did these just for the jewel cases themselves, really. Simon the Sorcerer does not have the front page, but it has the back part of the jewel case. And this is supposed to be kind of a difficult eventual game. And the one of the Gabriel games, you can't really see it very well up there. For some reason, it just doesn't really have it on the front, but has it on the back though, so whatever. But this thing has a lot of discs, by the way. This thing, look at this crazy thing. It has one there, one there, one there, and then has one there and one there and another one there. Holy shit. I don't know if this is all one single game, because the front says The Beast Within, the back says Sin of Fathers, so it looks like it's advertising the first game from what it says there, but either way, same series. But if this is all one game, that's a lot of fucking discs, damn it, Sierra. That's a lot of damn discs. I have to see if this particular thing's on GOG. I need to see how big this thing is, because that's... Yeah, that's 6 games, because it's 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, so that's 6 games. That's a lot of fucking discs. It really makes me wonder how fucking big this thing is. That, you don't see a lot of games that needed that many discs that too often. And to top it off, I also got another guidebook from him, the Last Remnant. I was about to say Vagrant Story for some damn reason. I know, that's the last book I got. It's pretty decent in color and content. I'll try and get a nice angle here to kind of skim through it. It got some artwork in there, not a whole bunch, but there's a bit here and there. So, it's a pretty nice and pretty good hefty book that. The only most damage it has is a crease in there, and obviously the kind of little wear you would see on edges of books not being taken care of well. But can't really complain much since I got it for about 15 minutes of my time at a dump store every Saturday. So, I mean, how can you really complain much though, eh? Let's see. Something I randomly got at GameStop. I don't know what possessed me to buy it on one hand, but on the other hand, it was a limited edition version of a Modern Warfare being priced as a normal Modern Warfare for $8 and something. It has all its stuff that the disc's kind of meh, so I might get screwed on the disc, but whenever I do get a walking copy, if that one doesn't do it, at least I have the collector edition stuff for it. So I was kind of surprised to see it there, since they usually throw them away. Maybe my suspicion, because I believe I mentioned before, I saw them using some of the PS4 cases for PS3 games, and they'll dump in with the horrible ass art. So maybe they are starting to catch on. They'll just, fuck it, we'll try and sell it instead of throwing it away, or that. I don't know. If they are, that actually makes me feel happy, because at least they're actually fucking doing the job better than, instead of being a bunch of dumbasses. But who knows? Who knows? Few last things I got. Oh wait, we'll go with this here, because this came from GameStop too. I went to a new location of GameStop. I live near a base town, an army base town. Well, my parents do. I mean, when I go down there on Saturday, they live near an army base town. And I believe I did rant about once. Well, my local GameStop said they sent all the PSP stuff to that store. At least that's what the manager made them do. So I got to visit it for the first time. And the reason I never got to visit it before is normally you had to be somehow associated with the base as either a worker or in the military to shop on base. Well, apparently recently they changed a few things because a lot of stores are apparently going out of business on the base because who knew you drove people to not fucking come out to buy shit because you won't want them to go fuck buy shit. What a shock. But apparently some of the stores no longer require you to have this special ID thing to be associated with the military or working on the base. So and actually what's funny is the guy who was inside that GameStop was talking about when I asked him about it. Because I only briefly heard about it, so, obviously I wanted to make sure that was true. He's like, oh, yeah, it was awful. And then, the first few days we kept getting harassed that we were taking the sign down saying that you needed an ID down and stuff. So, I don't know all about that, but you can go there now, so. So I went there, and they had this, which I remember seeing at the GameStop up here. So I'm assuming it's the exact same one. And it has Hot Shots, Golf, and Tennis in it. Now, this is supposedly new, just not sealed. But if you might notice, though, it's only $1.97. Blue Vision, thank you. $1.97 for 2 games that aren't sealed but were never used. So that was really nice to find. And on top of that, I got 2 spare cases because they had the box with these 2 black ones in it. And obviously, my first question was, does it actually have cases and stuff? Because this ain't new then. And yeah, it did have them. And I asked them if they wanted these because I knew they would throw them away because they don't buy PSP games anymore. So what else were they going to do with these? So they gave them to me upon my request. So for $1, I got 2 opened, never played, supposedly games from GameStop and 2 spare cases for under $2. Not a bad deal, I'd say, considering it's really hard to find spare cases. I know the black ones from GameStop themselves are shitty, but let me tell you, out of almost coming up to a year of dumpster diving, I've only found maybe 6 PSP cases, and the majority of them were destroyed from their destructive ass fucking field destroy shit. Luckily, the main one I go to doesn't do the field destroy shit, but the side one I used to go to, and now I'm occasionally doing it once in a while, that not raise suspicion, because what became the issue was I was literally going there every night, and it became obvious. So what I'm kind of doing is the day before the trash people come up, is what I've been doing on that end. So now it's been actually working out that way, but I don't do it every single week either. So, but yeah, the majority of them were destroyed. So I think I only have 2 PSP cases I've gone through dumpster diving that were actually in okay condition. All the rest either have slashes or smashed in. So that blows hell. So any spare cases I can get is a good thing when it comes to that. They were doing the dollar thing still at the place, and this is an awful condition, and this is a Mac version, but I just thought, what the hell. It's a little interactive eventual point-click kind of thing of the Busy Town. I actually used to watch the cartoon of this when I was really little, so it's a nice little throwback, but it's probably something I'll never get to experience because it's a Mac version, it's old game, so there were several barrier issues there. Now, here's something I found very surprising at the Samaritan store I go to. Because, I have the Goodwill and the Samaritan store. Well, the Samaritan stores usually find a lot of the old PC games. But I've never seen manga at the Samaritan store before. I found this one manga. It's a collection of volumes 1 through 3, all as one thing. I've never heard of it. It's from Tokyo Pop, so I've never ever heard of it. It looks alright. I mean, mean, it looks like manga. Now, I think this, I don't know if this is actually a Japanese publisher or not, because, like, it says English adaptation and stuff, and it advertises from the artist of Warcraft, Sunwell. So, I know there was some stuff Tokyo Pop did of not necessarily always Japanese stuff. It's his best-selling manga series. This was originally $12.99. That's actually pretty cheap for 3 volumes combined into one. Because usually a volume was like what, $9.99, $8.99. I don't know. I'd have to go look at the prices usually, but yeah, and they for about the last 3 weeks they've been doing book sales, like 5 books for $1. 3 weeks ago it was 5 books for $1, and the last week and this week it was 10 books for $1. And obviously I didn't see any other books I was interested in, so I figured I'd just be paying $1 for it, or 50 cents. Well, the paper says paperback is 50 cents, so I figured 50 cents probably actually. But she actually charged me 25 cents for this. 25 cents for what's equivalently 3 books in one. So, can't argue about that. It does have a lot of whale on the edges and that, so, you know, it's not perfect. But again, 25 fucking cents. I don't see any pages missing or damage to the actual pages themselves, aside from, you know, slight corner wear or that. So, that was a nice pickup, too. So on to, like, you know, news things and that. Supposedly we're not going to be doing overtime this week, so I want to hopefully get my contest that I've been needing to actually wrap up. So if you still haven't entered that contest, if it does not say contest has ended in the title of it, you go and enter it now if you want to try for it. Listen to the rules, because there's a few to get additional odds of winning. But I'm going to try and wrap that up this weekend. Also, the overtime's really been holding, because I spend Saturdays doing a lot of the thrifting and stuff I do, and then Sunday, you know, I also have to do real world stuff, and usually Fridays were one of the days I did a lot. I would do stuff on Friday and use after work to kind of edit stuff together on that, and obviously being forced to work the last several Fridays is greatly fucking hurt that. Like, the PS4 stuff's easy as fuck to do, but I mean, like, you know, other stuff doing on my main channel and any Let's Plays that aren't the PS4 involve, you know, walking edited together on that. So, in, like, right now, I'm doing this, like, maybe about an hour before bedtime on Sunday, so I'm probably not going to have a way into Historia video tomorrow, which at least as the recording of this, I don't know when I'm going to put this up. I'm hoping to actually have this up either on Monday or Tuesday or something like that. So I'm going to probably have Bloodborne for a day or two, but I'm going to try hopefully also get a little ahead of the game on way into Historia too, or hopefully maybe try to work some time in after work on a day if I don't have my ass beaten and fucking rubbed against the floor from my boss or something. Hopefully. But that's the sucky thing when you do this kind of thing and you have a full-time job, especially at a factory job, or something that has not set in stone schedules. If you have anything that has very unpredictable schedules, doing this stuff with that just always causes problems, and I always feel bad about that because it always sucks. But I'm going to try and get as much as I can with the upcoming Friday that we're hopefully going to be getting. They claim they're not going to make us work because of the holiday, but who the fucking knows? I've seen them do stupid shit before. So, and something else I want to also try and fit in, and I want to do this because it's short and it's funny. I figured there'd be some. I did show off. I got Harvey Boardman and Tony at Law, the last update, and for a very cheap price too. But this game supposedly is only about 4 or 5 hours long, and obviously it's a huge comedy ha-ha thing. So I thought it'd be funny to do a stream of Harvey Boardman and Tony at Law, and I'm thinking of doing that next weekend, and we can all have giggles and ha-has and stuff like that. Hopefully a lot of y'all like that idea. Let me know if you're interested in that. And if you're interested in that, I will actually try and set up a future time thing to let people know when I would do that. Yeah, leave me a comment if you're interested in that, and what kind of time frame on Saturday or Sunday. Probably Sunday would probably be a better day, but obviously not set in stone right now. But let me know what kind of works out for you, and I will try, for those of you who want to watch it, I will try to work it around you, hopefully. But obviously, I can't work around everyone. You know, if one person, midnight is day for them, and night for us, or, you know, can't. I'll do what I can, you know, based on what kind of replies I get. But I think it'd be something funny. It's not so super long or anything, so should be able to probably do it in one sitting, really. If not, maybe one or two. Not counting, like, bathroom breaks or anything, you know. But I think it would be hilarious. I never heard Harvey Boardman Tony at all. It was very funny. And I actually heard there are actually some Capcom jokes in here. I don't know. I've never played the game, so I don't... Oh. I just noticed there actually is one. There's Guile. Sonic Boom! Everything goes with Guile's theme. Oh, you know, it would be hilarious if they referenced that in this. That would be funny. But, yeah. I thought that'd be funny. Leave a comment what kind of time frame would work for you if you're interested in that. And on my Twitter or something, I will reply to any comments in this video of that. But I think that'd be something funny, since right now we're doing Bloodborne, so, you know, serious violence, and way into Historia, serious time travel, so I thought that'd just be something complimenting in the ha-ha giggles scene, and hopefully we won't trigger anyone to scream oppression while doing it, hopefully, because those kind of people are whiny old people. But anyway, aside from that, hopefully over time we'll be slowing down, I hope, but like I said, it's been a very weird year, because where we would normally do overtime in the winter time, we did last year because that law change that had to do with the products we make. So we did mass overtime in the winter, and it had a very slow start, and now it's kind of in a weird iffy part where we're getting overtime. They're not starting a weekend shift, and we don't know if it's going to be slowing down anytime soon, or is it going to be still busy. There's a lot of gray area there, so it really kind of sucks when it comes that way now. I'm hoping it'll slow down. I'm hoping it does, but I don't know. It just, ugh. It makes me feel awful to always have to blame overtime. But what can you do? Gotta get the bills paid, right? Aside from that, there hasn't been too much wackery going on aside from the norm of that. You know, we're continuing on Bloodborne, trying to get way into Historia going, and, you know, GTA 5 videos been going up as normal on the weekend days. Now, GTA 5 still has a bit more, but we are getting closer and closer to the end of it, so a few more weekends and that should be achieving its end. And I'm not quite sure if I'm going to continue that kind of trend. I believe I asked before if people liked it that way, where I have like 2 Let's Plays going on during the normal week and then kind of have something else for the weekend. I don't think I had anyone comment on that. So again, if you kind of like that style, I can actually continue doing that. If you don't, then, you know, leave a comment if you like or don't like that kind of way. I do have my Destiny videos that haven't gone up at all that I can fit into that weekend after GTA 5. And that was the first playthrough I've done with the recording stuff on the PS4. And it sadly was the guinea pig, so there are some things like one cutscene got cut midway in the recording thing and something, and it's something I've been doing ever since with Bloodborne, to be very aware of what kind of time frame I am in, so I don't have cutscenes or special things get cut off that easily. That's the big downfall with the 15-minute limit thing with the PS4. That does suck though, so you gotta be careful about that kind of thing. But it's a bit tricky on a first-person shooter. But anyway. But yeah, don't really got too much else to add there. Things have been going all right. Things are getting a little hotter. I've been having the air conditioner on more and that, and I've been personally okay with that. No financial real issues or anything. It's just that whole case of, hey, I got some jobs and I got some monies, but I don't got the free time to enjoy what I can do with the monies. Like, I know there was this one funny image I saw that made fun of that, where it's like, I got tons of money, but I can't fucking enjoy it all because I gotta be at work. That's just my issue right now, Willie. Oh, but anyway, oh, actually, there are a few things. There is a little bit more. There is the the Neptunia interview thing. That is a joke, haha, kind of comedian little thing I'm doing with someone, and I do have that recorded, but I need to get put together. I'm just gonna have. I was thinking about whether I wanted to have different images appear at different times, and then, but considering the lack of time, other projects and stuff. I'm just going to pick one image and have it be the background in it with the audio. I would like to do more with it, but time just demands other things. And I am getting to work on I have a good chunk of it made of that, but I have, I have it on my channel here if you look it up. It was like a little demo thing of something I've been doing as an opening video for like people who are new to the channel that aren't subscribed. They can see that and put it on my Patreon page of that. I got some feedback with that, and I'm applying some of that feedback and also having help with that to actually make it a nicer theme after the Dark Souls games. So I think that will look really nice. I have to ask for a little more help in the recording of the lines, but we're communicating the kind of lines we want with that and that. So that will also be a little more time. Sadly, again, time. That person, she has been sick for a while, so she hasn't been available for that. She did a test recording thing, and we just kind of want to go over some of the lines and get that white kind of in the white corridor thing. Basically, what I'm having her do is kind of fulfill the kind of Emerald Maiden kind of thing, or Bonfire Keeper in Dark Souls. So I'm debating on whether having her just have a certain way of talking, or just go kind of like the Emerald Maiden, be like, Bearer of the Course, why have you came here? Do you seek truth or something like that, But if you haven't seen that, you can check that out. What I had made at the moment, it was kind of a mix of text and voiceover with me. So I think if I go with that, I'm just going to take out the text in my voiceover and apply the Emerald Herald or the File Keeper idea I'm doing with her. Aside from that, nothing too much else going on with that. Things are going well in that, like I said, and it's just normal stuff. People on the internet being idiots and more idiots going here. Am I going to a convention also? That's something I've been debating about this year too, is whether I want to go to a convention this year or not. I was thinking about going to New York Comic Con since I haven't gone. I think the last time I went was like 3 years ago. I think it was about 3 years ago. But basically, New York Comic Con fucked up really bad this time. Like, something they've had an issue with is scalpers buying tickets and reselling them and shit. But apparently, it was so bad this year, they all fucking got sold out in one day. I heard it was only like 4 hours, but I haven't got like a evidence of it. But they got like all sold out one fucking day. It's like, you fucking kidding me? That's so fucking stupid. It's like, oh my goodness. So you're gonna have all these fucking scalpels and shit selling the tickets for like 2 times or whatever the fuck more money they're gonna try and get out of them. It's really stupid. And they'll reply, because they actually had a statement about it, saying, you know, we smelt fraud issues here and that. But the basic statement, like shortening it down, was basically, don't go to scalpels, don't buy tickets from them. Which is stupid, because, I mean, yeah, obviously you don't really want to buy them from them, but you're doing no responsibility to fucking fix any of it either. I mean, you're not limiting how many tickets can go to an individual or anything. You're just letting them buy how many fucking tickets they want and let them do whatever the hell they want for them. That's not helping anyone. I mean, sure, I understand the logic of not buying from scalpels so they won't scalp, but the problem is that would take years. So you're just basically saying, oh, don't buy from the scalpels, but we already got their money, so our pockets already filled. But don't buy from the scalpels. Wait about 5 years, and they should give up, and then you can come back to New York Comic Con. It's like, that's ridiculous. I mean, it would take several years to convince the scalpels to stop, and it would take the effort of everyone to not buy from them. And I can't really see that happening, so it just feels like a big fuck you. So I don't know if I want to go to, because obviously if I go to Salt Lake Comic Con again, I have to ask my friend and that for his time of that, which, you know, that's on his personal time and space and stuff. So obviously I have to coordinate with him and that, and you know, that's kind of invading his life space of that. So I don't want to be like that. So I was wanting to kind of not go to Salt Lake Comic Con this year, you know, not be like some year after year kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, give him a break. But, I don't know about if I'm thinking about that. I don't know if there's any other convention I'm really interested in, anywhere else, because most of them, most of the other ones I was interested in. There was a retro one a few people go to. I know Pro Jared's been to it like twice, I think, that I thought about trying to go to before. But I think that one's already happened, so I don't think I'm going to be going to any convention things this year. I will probably just kind of save some money this year and invest that for next year to go somewhere. And maybe I can convince a friend or two maybe to go to one of these other conventions or something. Because, you know, I wouldn't mind going to another one. Just the bigger problems is being alone and not being familiar with the area. But in numbers is greater power and the greater ability to not feel as lost. So maybe I can ask some friends if they're also interested, and you know, I'm sure some other people might. But anyway, aside from that, I'm probably just rambling on at this point. So, and probably at this point, I probably only got like 15-20 minutes probably left. So, anyway, thank you for listening. If you have any questions about any of the games or ideas or things going on or channel, me, or whatever, you know, if you got a question, leave a comment down below. I'll get to you. And I hope you all have a good night. I hope you all have been doing well in that. And, yeah. May the good blood be with you, and praise the sun. Gundam Tanaka! Can't wait for the third game, damn it! It's gonna be so sweet!